raised nearly 700 million. I think it was about upwards of 698, something like that. That was the highest ever in domestic revenue raised in this country. So last year was historic. The budget last year was 38 million. This year is 880.7. And you talk about meeting the $1 billion target. I think we are knocking on heaven's door.
That is the Ministerial farmers are going to that one.
But let me be clear that even if we met the $1 billion target, issues of scarcity will remain. The entities will still complain that they have not been adequately budgeted for. But their complaining is positive because it represents ambition. People want to do more. They want to jump. You want the Earth, you want to go to the troposphere. In the troposphere, you want to go to the mesosphere. And then you want to go to the sky. It's good for people to have ambitions, to do more. We will try to capacitate your ambition as much as you can. But sometimes it is not a matter of how much, it's a matter of how. The little you have, how well are you using it? So we in budgeting, we look at the efficiency of the spending. So two entities can get similar budgets. One can deliver more than the other based on execution efficiency, based on forward planning. So, and based on the competence of the manpower they have to execute. You know? So, while in this process you'll be making claims for more resources, I also have to be looking at preparation for delivery. We are concerned about delivery. That's why we launched the deep dive conversations a few weeks ago. And I need to say that we're going to continue, but with a focus on the budget. We're going to have some deep dive conversations with key sectors to understand now, as we enter the budget process, the budget implications of some of their programs. And we're going to start with power, we're going to infrastructure and roads and other sectors. Because these sectors are key. They represent the constraints to growth. When we deal with the power challenge in this country, we'll have dealt with something very critical. One of the main constraints or growth, profitability of business is the high cost of power. So you see us, the President, the Minister of Energy, and every one of us, we are working to actualize our ambition in Liberia's energy compact to take energy access from the current 33% to not less than 75% in 5 years. I think we have the right personnel. LEC has a very energetic MD and others in the sector. It is our duty to help to capacitate them, that they want to sprint, we shouldn't be the reason why they crawl. And so we will be doing our part, not only with government resources, but mobilizing external financing so that we can meet our energy ambition. The road sector, infrastructure, we are happy that the letter we gave, we've seen the outcome. The outcomes are on the road. We drive and see, the new bridge to a farm, to Seaport Bridge. We see what you're doing. We see what you're doing on the road from Ganta to Zwadu. Those that went for the Liberia, they brought testimonies of the good development on the road. Some expected to spend 2 nights. They came back in 1 day. So thanks to Minister Gillings and the team, and that the entire road agenda will be hugely supported. You are doing well with little. And as you do well with little, you are justifying more. That's how you impress us. And other sectors, all of you are doing well. I cannot list all the achievements, but by and large, the government is delivering on the ambitions of the people as encapsulated in the National Development Plan. And this year, as we go to next year, we will try. But we need to raise the revenue. We need to raise the revenue. Because if we don't raise the revenue, we cannot give what we don't have. So, we will focus heavily to support the domestic resource mobilization strategy as agreed with the Liberian Revenue Authority. Revenue enhancement measures will be supported. We know we've had some challenges, but some entities here, they are not just on the expenditure side of the budget. There are entities here that meet us from 2 different angles. One side, they are on the expenditure side. The other side, we look to them to finance the others. So some of them, they are very privileged. And the honorable people will try to support those revenue enhancement measures that you will be proposing to us. Because by doing so, it's not just an expense, it's an investment. What I want to say to all of us is that we need to stretch ourselves. We are doing well, but we need to do more. Talking with the president, he always tells us that his ambition is to deliver on the promises that he made to the Liberian people. That is to transform this country. He's well on the track. And as I look in the future, I see better days ahead. Better days ahead. The country, your country, is respected globally. The global respect will translate to many dividends. As you know, we won the non-permanent membership on the UN Security Council. What does that mean for Liberia? I just want to say, as a finance minister, it will enhance our development diplomacy. Let me stop there. We're getting significant at level ECOWAS. You know, we just earned the right to host the ECOWAS Youth and Sports Development Center that was in Burkina Faso. Liberia will now be the host. So it's going to bring jobs, it's going to bring foreign exchange, but it tells you that we are on the radar. The president led the team to Washington, D.C., and by and large, was very successful. And that dividends were accrued. Dividends were accrued. Your country has been put on a pedestal of respectability. And we'll keep the country there. Liberia is going to read out for positive reasons. And all of you, heads of entities, will reap the dividends as you meet counterparts internationally. So, we are not where we want to be, but certainly we are not where we were years ago. So let's continue to work. And we at the level of Ministerial Finance will do our part. That's why I'm asking my people, my officials, and my staffers at the ministry to be client sensitive. Our job is to enable, not to frustrate. We know when we face turbulence, we need to adjust. We need to do some bed tightening. We face some turbulence this year. I brought part of aid from one of our second largest donor, USAID. Out of 29 projects, 28 were canceled. In terms of dollars and cents, upwards of 300 million. People expected the sky to collapse. We are moving because the president is a good pilot. Good pilot. The pilot doesn't say that there will be no turbulence. He says tighten your seatbelt. And good pilots reach destination in spite of turbulence. That's why it's happening. And so, being a rough start was as happened last year, based on efforts, we know that at the end of the day, we achieve our targets. Thanks to you, we at the Ministry of Finance, we cannot, as I said, frustrate. We know, based on some measures we take at a macro level, sometimes we put a brake on things that is approved. But sometimes we don't put a brake on things and our people put brakes on things. So where we get information that you are enforcing your own brakes on approved brakes, we will act accordingly and we'll take decisive action. So let the world go forth. That we've gotten some uncomfortable news. So everyone in the system, the delivery team should take it very seriously. Very seriously. We will not frustrate ministries, agencies, and commissions. We have to enable them. And those in the delivery chain that will work for the delivery of entities, those are the people we incentivize. We're looking at them. We're looking at analysts in the system that are sensitive to the entities that they have focal responsibilities for. We'll be getting feel-ups as to how you behave. Formal and informal. Formal and informal. And we'll take appropriate action. So please feel free, as part of the service charter, we need to hear from our clients. We'll hear from you. We'll make ourselves available. So it's not that reporting anybody. It is making sure that the government delivers. Let's do our job. And our job is nothing else than to do our job. So with this, I want to say thanks for coming. We are happy with the turnout. We were concerned that the theater was too big to host people. And when I came, I saw the turnout so far. I'm impressed, and more people are